An update from the town manager, a visit from Mother Nature, and a word from our new fire chief, Bill McCarthy. All these stories and more coming up on this edition of the North Andover Journal. Hello and welcome to the early April edition of the North Andover Journal. I'm Ron Carpenito. On Sunday, April 3rd, the Stevens Memorial Library hosted a poetry reading event. St. Michael's students from grades 6, 7, and 8 confidently recited their poems to a room full of spectators, and the Journal was there. Let's check it out.
We're delighted to have some young poets with us today. We especially want to thank the Poet Laureate for North Andover, Karen Klein, for working with Ashley Parhalano at St. Michael's School. That we have 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Their exhibit's going to be on the wall all month. A few of the young poets are with us today. We hope they're going to feel brave enough to come up and read their poems.
If an adult would like to go look around and pick one that they want to read, if we don't have any junior readers, we could have a couple of mature readers. I'm not going to say senior readers, definitely.
A couple of volunteers.
Yeah, a couple of volunteers. Go pick one that you like, and we have pretty much all of them on the iPad. Yeah. Right. What's your title?
World peace.
Okay.
World peace can be glad, can be bad.
The next one's going to fit.
Whoa,
No, don't worry about it.
fell
Don't worry
down.
about it. That's okay. Can be exciting.
Can be bad, can be sad, but sometimes in life you have to be thoughtful. To be glad, I can do something nice. To be bad, I can be mean. To be sad, I can be less than who I really am. But sometimes in life you have to be thoughtful.
Oh, that's excellent. I know you're going to love this.
So armadillo equals peace. Armadillos are so small, but they stand for us all. Stand for love and peace and hope. Stand for water and some soap. Stand for peace just like the Pope. We don't notice them, no, not one bit. All we do is lay and sit, watching our country go to war, making love go sore. Fighting, slashing, clanging, clashing. Armadillos are what we need. Planting peace just like a seed. Armadillos are what we need.
To see peace is great. It is something you shouldn't hate. Peace is a great gift.
Yes, and it's by Cody. So thank you, Cody. Thank you very much for reading it. You are the last on the show. It even matches your jacket.
So this is by Jared. It's called Basketball. Playing recess basketball, what a treat. I don't like to get beat, but my moves are sweet. I can't be beat. I feel at peace.
You can see this event in its entirety right here on Cam Access or on our YouTube page. And don't forget to stop by the Stevens Memorial Library to check out the poetry exhibit. The arts and entertainment scene is as busy as ever this spring. Here are Jennifer and Molly to tell us about some of the show's happenings this month in the Merrimack Valley.
Hello, North Andover! Welcome back once again to our spring edition of our Arts and Entertainment segment on the Journal, featuring a sneak preview for Mother's Day on May 8th. Hint, hint! Let's begin by reintroducing ourselves.
This here is my friend, Mother Nature.
And this is my friend, One Tough Mother. Check out her tattoo.
All right, let's get started here. First, I need to prepare ye for Acting Out's production of Godspell on April 8th and 9th. These talented young performers have been practicing day by day to bring this show to you.
Well, isn't that nice, One Tough? Tell us a little bit more about this show. I feel spring is in the air.
Well, it is a modern-day version of the Gospels, performed by a group of young New Yorkers who leave their workaday lives to follow Jesus. We beseech thee to groove on over to get all good gifts for your mom by checking out their website at www.actingouttheater.com for all the deets.
Ooh, that does sound divine and subliminal, One Tough. I feel like I should get on the cloud and order show tickets for my mom. You know how my mom loves Broadway shows.
Start spreading the news.
Next, we have Spotlight Playhouse's Broadway on Essex Cabaret Dinner Theater on April 15th and 16th. Last year's cabaret sold out, so be sure to get your tickets early for this fantastic evening that you will be bringing a little Broadway to your own backyard. Refer to the website at www.spotlightplayhouse.org. And be sure to invite
Your mother. Hey, did your mom encourage you to watch Sesame Street? Well, if she did, you'll love this next show. We have the Merrimack College On-Stagers production of Avenue Q, which is really sort of Sesame Street for grown-ups. You know, Sesame Street taught us some valuable lessons like
sharing,
making friends,
and occupations to aspire to. I personally always wanted to grow up to be Mother Nature.
Well, Avenue Q picks up where Sesame Street left off, teaching us about other important things like unemployment,
one-night stands.
Oh, and casual racism.
Oh.
Oh, Mother Nature, don't you worry. This is a catchy, puppet-filled, hysterical musical that'll leave you singing its songs and wanting to move to Avenue Q. Oh, but remember, this show is for mature audiences only. Don't be fooled by those puppets. This show is not suitable for children.
Well, can you tell me how to get to Avenue Q?
Oh, sure thing, Mother Nature. You got to go to www.merrimack.edu/community/Rogers.
Well, moving right along, are you ever torn between good and evil?
Maybe.
Well, stay tuned for Pentucket Players' performance of the classic Gothic thriller Jekyll and Hyde from April 28th through the 30th at Lawrence High School. Can you tell us a little bit more about the show, One Top?
Well, while trying to find a cure for mental illness, the wicked smart Dr. Jekyll accidentally creates a personality of pure evil. You know who I'm talking about here. It's Mr. Hyde. Mr. Hyde wreaks murderous havoc on the city of London. Jekyll's got to find a cure for the demon he's created before Hyde takes over for good. Or for evil in this case.
So you can see there's two sides to every story. Good cop, bad cop.
Oh, you mean like Starsky and Hutch?
Abbott and Costello.
Mayor McCheese and the McDonald's Hamburglar.
Well, Mother Nature and One Tough Mother.
Aww.
Well, moving right along, we have next a concert by the Merrimack Valley Philharmonic on May 1st featuring French horn soloist Lydia Lowry-Bustler. This concert will be music to your ears. So for more information on this opportunity to invite your mother, visit their website at www.mvpomusic.org.
Well, with all that fancy schmancy talk about music, it reminds me, we gotta tell you about an extra special production of the classic show, Fiddler on the Roof, by Voices of Hope. It's on May 7th at the North Shore Music Theater. Best of all the dough they make is going to benefit cancer research for the Mass General Hospital.
That's wonderful.
You know, I got a guy, he told me the tickets are almost sold out. So be sure to go to www.nsmt.org to get your tickets so you don't miss out. You know, I should mention that our own Mother Nature here is doing the fiddling on the roofage.
I don't always play the violin, but when I do, I like to play on the roof. Is there a roof in the house?
Oh, well, I just happen to have some shingles here, just in case of this very situation. So here's your roofage. Show us what you got.
Oh, thank you so much, One Top.
Oh, not bad there, Mother Nature.
Short and sweet.
Oh, it was wonderful.
Thank you so much.
You know, I found myself these Pringles, too. Pringles rhymes with shingles, you know. I didn't even know that potatoes grew in this shape, did you?
Not exactly. You do have a good heart for now, but somewhat of a small brain.
Huh?
But I do thank you for bringing the shingles, though. You can keep the Pringles.
Oh, more for me. Huh. Well, thanks, Mother Nature. That just about wraps up this episode.
Thanks again for watching, and happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there. And cheers to you, North Andover.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Lester Rugg is away on vacation this month, so his good friend and fellow Senior Center member Irina Grasso volunteered to fill in for this month's Senior Moments segment. Let's check out what's happening in the month of April down at the Senior Center.
Hello, my name is Irina Grasso, and I'm from the North Andover Senior Center, and I'm filling in for Lester while he's on vacation in sunny California, the lucky rascal. Now, here are the weekly programs. The walking group on Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. at the Youth Center on Johnson Street. And please wear your sneakers because it's a gym floor and they prefer sneakers. It's the foot care specialist, we have the book club, the quilting club, and they're all on the first Friday and the third Friday of April. Attorney consultants are on the second and fourth Tuesday of April from 10 to 12. We have chess club every Tuesday from 1 to 3. And please, we want more people to come and join. We have a fun time. Even if you just want to watch for a few minutes, that will be wonderful. So then it might spark your interest. Now for some special events and announcements. On April 8th is the massage therapist from 9 to 2, and that's the chair massage, which is wonderful. I've experienced it. Oh my God, you feel like a new person coming out of there. On April 11th is the lecture series. Bob Camo on economics from 10 to 11:30. And we have a home opening day luncheon at noon on the same day, and the cost is only $3. But please, you have to sign up because we have limited seating. And on April 14th is the men's breakfast at 9 o'clock, and it's only $4. And please, men, come down. We need more men. And they have a speaker at each of these men's breakfasts. And it's interesting. I mean, so you learn something. On April 18th, the Senior Center is closed for Patriots Day. April 19th, Tuesday night, is the dinner buffet kickoff night. The cost is only $4. And usually at the dinner buffets, we have entertainment, wonderful food. So please sign up. Again, all of these events are sign up only. Also, on April 19th is the Triad meeting at 11 a.m. We would love to have people come on board and learn about the Triad. It's a wonderful program. We need more senior participation. Right now, they're looking for 3 new board members. We need a new chairperson, assistant chair, and a new treasurer. So please sign up. On April 21st, there's a day trip to Indian Hill, and it's only $6, and the bus departs at 9:30 a.m. right at the Senior Center, so please be prompt. We don't want to miss the bus. Also, on April 21st, Mr. Fix-It from 12 to 3, and it's also the supper club night. And I've been to these supper clubs, and they're fun. You meet people, you have a wonderful time. The food is excellent. So no matter where they take you, it's a surprise, but wherever they take you, you can't be disappointed. April 25th, we have the lecture series, and it's going to be Nanette McDonald on long-term care. That's important for all of us seniors because we're up there in age. Also, on April 25th, the Rockingham Mall trip from 12:30 to 3:30. April 26th, we have a day trip to visit Newburyport COA. The cost is $6. And the bus departs at 9:30, so please be prompt. April 27th, Friends of North Andover Senior Center meeting at 4 p.m. To sign up for any of these events or for more information, you can stop by the reception desk or give them a call at 978-688-9560. That's all for today. Until next month.
Thank you, Irina. Now on to our Cam Ed update. The spring sports season is rapidly approaching. We talked to North Andover High School Athletic Director Scott Young to get the scoop on what's happening this season.
First team we'd like to highlight this spring is the baseball team. They're coming off one of their best seasons in history. MVC champs, they were considered for the Super 8 last year, and they returned 8 out of their 9 starters. They're really looking forward to big things from Brandon Parasoto and Mitch McQuaid, who were huge contributors last year, and they're hoping for another great year out of them. Head coach Todd Doolin is really excited about the season. He's looking forward to his opener on Wednesday, April 6th, when he hosts Arlington High School. And that game will be played at 4 o'clock right here at North Andover High. One of our other huge boys sports here at North Andover High School is boys lacrosse. Head coach Ryan Connolly does a great job getting both experienced players and newcomers acclimated to the game and ready to play at a real high level. This year, the boys lax team is led by goalie Jack Perry and Adam Carrito. The boys open up their season next Thursday, April 7th, when they travel to Tewksbury for a Merrimack Valley Conference League opener at 4 p.m. Really excited about our softball program this year. The team is moving its home field to the brand new McAvoy Park over between Chadwick Streets and Sutton Street. To have 3 fields in the same complex is huge for our program. They can all practice on the same facility. All the coaches can work with different kids, and it's really paid off right away. We've seen our biggest numbers in years come out for the softball program. Head coach Kate Flanagan has brought on some traditional names to her staff. She's added back Amy Wolf, who was a longtime coach here, as well as probably a future Hall of Famer in terms of Candace Waldy, who graduated a few years ago and was a 3-sport star here. The girls open up Wednesday, April 6th, when they host right at McAvoy, Pentucket Regional. We are very excited this year about our girls lacrosse team. Last year they had one of their best teams in history, reaching the state semifinals, fell in a fantastic game to East Longmeadow. The girls this year are led again by head coach Meredith Pryor, as well as seniors Abby Corrales, Michelle Poirier, and Lauren Hiller. The team is also supported by Emma Johns, Casey Conwell, and Colleen Chittick, all who were big contributors to last year's team, and we have huge expectations for them this year. The girls open up their season Saturday, April 2nd, when they host Concord Carlisle here at North Andover High School at 12 p.m. One of our biggest programs in the spring is our outdoor track program. The boys are coached by Steve Nugent, the girls are coached by Rick Delakai. Both programs have a storied history, have found great success in the Division II meets, as well as the All-State meet. The girls this year are led by Catherine Flaherty, a returning All-State champ, as well as the boys being led by Eric Duffy, returning All-Scholastic pole vaulter and a nationally ranked pole vaulter. Both the boys and the girls track teams open their season on Wednesday, April 6th, when they travel to Central Catholic for a 3:30 meet at Veterans Stadium. We have a fantastic tennis program here at North Andover High School. We have high expectations once again for our boys and our girls teams. Both teams traditionally compete for MVC titles, and we expect that to happen once again this year. Our boys are led by head coach Paul Burgesson. They open their season Thursday, April 7th, when they host Methuen High School. The girls, they're led by coach Carrie Lapierre. They open their season Monday, April 4th, when they host Notre Dame Academy. This year we're offering boys volleyball for the first time ever. The boys will compete in the Merrimack Valley Conference, and they'll be led by head coach Giuliano Pizzo. The boys will open their season on April 5th when they travel to Lexington High School for a 5 p.m. game.
We'll have more updates from Scott throughout the season, and be sure to get out there, check out a game, and support the hometown team. Now on to our GovCam update. On Tuesday, March 29th, North Andover held its local elections. The town was tasked with choosing a new school committee board member, a new member of the Housing Authority, and a town selectman. Frank McCarthy came in with 46% of the vote, becoming the newest member for the Housing Authority. Amy Mabley earned 56% of the vote for a seat on the school committee board, and the incumbent Rosemary Conley Smedili came away with 59% of the vote to keep her spot on the Board of Selectmen. Congratulations to all. We've got footage of the 3 being sworn into office by Town Clerk Joyce Bradshaw. Let's have a look.
Congratulations. And you can raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
Francis McCarty.
Amy Mabley.
Rosemary Connolly Smedili.
Solemnly promise.
And affirm.
That I will faithfully.
Honestly.
Sincerely.
And impartially.
Perform all the duties.
That are incumbent.
Upon me.
As a member.
Of the Board of Selectmen.
North Andover School Committee.
Of the North Andover Housing Authority.
So help me God.
So help me God.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
On the last episode of the Journal, we saw the swearing in of the new North Andover Fire Chief Bill McCarthy. This week we caught up with them to see how things are going.
My name is Bill McCarthy. I'm the new fire chief here in North Andover. Been a member of the North Andover Fire Department for 30 years. I'm beginning my 30th year. Spent 10 years as a firefighter, 20 as a lieutenant on an engine. I was the former fire educator for the schools. And currently, I became deputy chief in July of 2015. And the past 2 weeks, I've been the fire chief here in North Andover after the retirement of Fire Chief Andrew Melnikas after 38 years. As the deputy fire chief, my responsibilities were more of the day-to-day operations with the actual shifts involved in the training. We've had 4 new firefighters put on this past year, so we've been involved in the training of those officers. Working with the fire chief, working on the SOPs. A lot of those things I'll continue as the fire chief, but at the present moment I'm more into administration, working on the budget. So there's a little bit of change from what I was doing as deputy fire chief, a little bit more administration work and more dealing with a lot of the town departments. Some of the things that are happening right now in North Andover is for the local businesses, you might see an engine company come to the business and do a little familiarization inspection in the building. So look for that at some time in the future. We're currently doing that, and we'll be doing that throughout the year. We're also starting up our fire education through the Fire Safe Grant through the Department of Fire Services. So we're going to have our firefighters going into the schools, meeting with the kindergarten, first and second grades, and they'll be teaching about fire safety education. And they'll also have the opportunity to go through the fire safety trailer to learn about home fire safety. We're actually very busy in our fire prevention. We have a new fire prevention officer, Lieutenant Bob Bonifant, who took over for Lieutenant Fred McCarthy after his retirement of 32 years on the fire department. The past 6, Lieutenant Fred McCarthy was the fire prevention officer. So we have some new positions, new people taking some positions in town in the fire department, and we've been quite busy with learning the new jobs and keep the fire department moving in the same direction as our predecessors had done previously. So it's been a good experience, and I'm looking forward to continue and working with the town and working with the department and all the people in town. So the public can reach us at the fire department through our business line, which is 978-688-9590. That's the number they can use to reach me, the fire prevention officer, or the on-duty lieutenant. If it is an emergency, obviously we want the public to dial 911. They can reach us through the website, and the town has set up a new people forums where they can ask a question of us, and we can get back to them through that people's forum that is on the North Andover town's website.
Town Manager Andrew Mailer took time out of his busy schedule to give us an update on some of the things happening around our town this month with government. Let's hear the latest from North Andover Town Manager.
Hello everybody, this is Andrew Mailer, Town Manager of the Town of North Andover. I want to give you this month's updates on a few things happening here in local government. First of all, we've had a couple of retirements recently, and I want to recognize some of those folks. Andy Melnikas, who had been fire chief for the last 5+ years, has recently retired, and want to wish him well. He's been a great asset to the community over his entire 37-year tenure here in North Andover. He was replaced with the appointment of Lieutenant Deputy Billy McCarthy to the position of Fire Chief. Billy, again, is a long-serving firefighter and someone who's been in the community for a great deal of time. We wish him well. I think he'll be fantastic Chief. Jerry Brown, who's the local building inspector here in North Andover, has announced his retirement. He'll be staying on. The formal date is April 1st, but he'll be staying on until we can find a suitable replacement. We've also had Sue Sori move on to another community, Tewksbury, and we've recently hired a new health director. We'll be announcing that publicly in the next couple of days, and I think that's exciting news as well. So I want to recognize some of those folks who really were long-standing municipal employees and have really helped us a lot. They'll be sorely missed. In addition to that, Rich Betcher, who worked within the police department and really handled the dispatch area along with the business end of the police department and was extremely successful in modernizing a lot of the budgeting activities of the police department, has recently retired. And again, want to wish him and his family well as he goes into retirement. In addition to that, you should want to know that the Finance Committee voted favorable action on the town manager's recommended budget at the meeting this week, which is the last week in March. We're moving on now to town meeting, which is May 10th. I encourage everybody to attend town meeting. As always, it's where the town's business is done. Gives an opportunity for residents to participate in government in a way that I think is truly meaningful. So encourage everybody to go to the May 10th town meeting. But the budget appears to be moving forward. This is a consensus budget for the 4th year in a row. Board of Selectmen, School Committee, Finance Committee, and myself, along with the school superintendent, are in support of this particular budget product. The Community Preservation Committee has approved projects recently in the last couple of weeks. When you get a chance, get on the town's website, look at those particular projects, try to understand them. They're very important projects to the community, and the work of the Community Preservation Committee is particularly important in the area of land preservation, historical preservation. And so if you want to get involved in the community and truly understand some of those things that are shaping the community in the future, that's an important part of what's going on. And finally, our facility master plan is plodding along as it has been for several years now. Town Hall is under reconstruction, will be completed in October. We're doing the design work for improvements to the DPW facility on Osgood Street and starting to plan for some classroom expansion of the school buildings here in North Andover, all as part of the plan. So again, this is an update for the month. Hope all is well, and welcome to the spring.
We've got a busy month coming up here in North Andover. Let's take a look at the calendar for April. On Friday, April 8th, Chris Grace, Boston's best mentalist, illusionist, and mind reader, will be performing at the North Andover High School Auditorium. This event is hosted by the Youth Center's Youth Council Group and is open to all town residents. Tickets are only $10 at the door. On Saturday, April 16th, the Division of Public Works is having their Household Hazardous Waste Drop-Off Day from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at 210 Holt Road. More information about this event can be found on the town's website. The Stevens Memorial Library is having their April Staycation Week from Tuesday, April 19th through Saturday the 23rd. April Staycation is a fun-filled week with story times, book bingo, board games, and much more. To see a full list of the week's events, check out the Stevens Memorial Library calendar on their website. Well, before we end today's show, we'd like to tell you about a new show right here on the Access Station. Around Town with Jim Fazio is a great show that provides information on North Andover and surrounding communities in the Merrimack Valley. It airs Monday at 7 p.m. and other times throughout the week. Check our website out for additional airing times. And as always, if you have a news story or idea for a segment, please email us at thejournal@northandovercam.org. That will wrap things up for this week. I'm Ron Carpenito, and thanks for joining us.